Alright, what's up yins guys? Here's a video for you. Now this is gonna be for I don't care who you are listening. You can be just about anybody. You could be a person that's been in religion, Christianity, or you can be an atheist and whoever else, because like I said before, there's even people of your own that are both either to the left or the right of any particular platform, whether it's atheism or religion. Christianity has its more progressive side that demands a lot more obedience than one other type of Christianity or place. It varies from person to person. And atheism the same way. If you look at a lot of atheists' different YouTube accounts or out there in the world, you're going to have atheists with different attitudes, and then each group has a legitimate right to be, that they want to believe what they want to believe, or they want to not believe what they don't want to believe and want to be left alone by the other person. Like the atheist has a legitimate right to, if they don't want to be involved in religion, if they want to be left alone, fine, that's a thing. And then both sides should have a thing where just do whatever and don't force whatever belief down the other's throat. But there's some other things that, no matter who you are watching, that you should keep in mind the next time somebody tells you that you better shut up or else, or that you need a psychiatrist for this or that because of you think this or that, or if you're told, oh yeah, if you're not on meds, you better take them or take your meds, comments like that. And, okay, let's see what else. If you're ever told, quote, oh, you better not look at me that way when I'm talking to you, or you better look at me when I'm talking to you, or don't look at me that way when I'm talking to you, and also if you're told when you disagree with somebody or snub a particular thing somebody's telling you, or question it, the other person defines it as attacking them. Yeah, questioning or disagreeing is considered attacking. That's what a lot of people call it too. But anyway, it doesn't matter if you're an atheist or any type of Christian watching. If you're one of either, you can be one watching. You can be one of either party watching with maybe whatever different attitude. There might be a lot of you watching. You might have 10 of each, say 10 or 20 atheists or Christians watching this video each, and there's going to be like 10 or 20 different attitudes. Some people will be agreeing with me, and some people would be hating my guts, because the ones that hate your guts don't like reality and they don't like truth. They claim that they represent reality and the truth, and that anybody else that disagrees with them should take meds or should be arrested or whatever have you, or put in an institution for running their mouths or getting smart with them or whatever. But anyway, if you're whoever you are watching, there's one thing that you should consider too. Like if you were to rewind a few decades ago, maybe when states were getting a lot more taxes, when there was way more steel mills and industry in this country, and states were getting a lot more taxes. There was a lot more mental institutions and places paid for by the states. And you bear with me for a second. I'll tell you how it's changed now. That's basically changed where, they're trying to push psychotropic drugs like medicine and advertising Zoloft on television and Prozac and Ritalin. But years ago, when these institutions were actually paid for by states, it was big business. Okay, if you're a Christian or atheist watching, decades ago during this time, you can be, not that all Christians are like that, but you can be in a Christian or Catholic household, and if you didn't agree with a thing, or if you were a teenager or young child and you didn't obey or believe anything like you and do what you were told, if you disagreed with anything, it was quite acceptable to be put somewhere where you'd get the help you need. Like if you were in that household where, yeah, they think that it's the right thing to do, totally acceptable, think that, oh yeah, we got to get them the help they need. Or you can be in the household where obey or else, and you can be in the household instead. Okay, they tell you to obey or else, and you would get put there until your attitude changes. In a lot of cases too, you're older, you were, not that it ain't happening now, that you'd be thrown in jail, and they'll drag their feet, even though you're entitled to an attorney. They'll drag their feet, getting you your attorney you have a right to, and by the time you get out, you have already spent a certain amount of time in jail anyway. But yeah, that's what they'll try to do to you now. But yeah, if you're an atheist, you can be in an actual atheist environment or a secular environment as a child or a teenager, and you say your whole household is maybe atheist or just secular or humanist or whatever the hell you call it. If you got caught maybe inquiring into any kind of spiritual beliefs, like a little bit of occult or Wiccanism or any kind of Christianity at all, or caught reading about it, you can be back in those other decades thrown in an institution until basically until you until your attitude changes or whatever too. So it don't matter which environment you're in. Say you can get caught. You get caught trying to read or think spiritual things, or you were in a Christian or Catholic environment. Yeah, if you got caught thinking any of the other parties' ideas or things in a household where it wasn't allowed. So anyway, I'm saying both Christian and atheist both Christian and atheist households pulled shit like this back when institutions were actually paid for by the state, simply because it was a way to keep you in line, put fear into people and then steer them into believing, steer their teenagers into believing what they want, pretty much keeping them in line by instilling or installing fear in them like a component, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm messing up my speaking a little bit, but well, nobody's perfect. But yeah, but now they're trying to do that with Ritalin and Prozac, and instead of institutions that are paid by the state, they're trying to do it with privately owned psychotropic drug companies, and along with they're trying to forced their public schools into doing it voluntarily, and right now they with medications, they want to make. Yeah, I've had people on YouTube that are subscribed to me and some that ain't subscribed to me arguing the legalization of marijuana, but hell, a lot of people can go to jail for marijuana or whatever, and they say it should be legalized, but yet people are getting pushed into. They're trying to push psychotropic drugs of many kinds that they advertise it on commercials on television, that actually admitting that if there's any thoughts of suicide, consult doctor or whatever. And yeah, I'm not a Scientologist or anything, but I have looked at the website called An Industry of Death, and I even got the free DVD when they were still, I don't know, were they still offering that free DVD? I should check it out. And I got the free DVD, but I listened to the videos on the website, and yeah, I found out that they were part of Scientology. But one thing I gotta say, that there was nobody, when I got the free DVD, nobody was trying to push me into being a Scientologist. But yeah, I found that website, An Industry of Death, where, yeah, it's kind of staggering how it's changed. Before, states were paying for all these mental institutions, and now they didn't want to pay for them, but they're shifting it over to privately owned, very rich psychotropic drug companies. But, well, hell, yeah, Dixmont, actually, when Dixmont, the building was still standing, it was, I think, about maybe 20 miles or so from where I live or whatever, but now the building doesn't stand. They were originally going to build a Walmart there, but not anymore. I guess the Walmart's going to be somewhere else. But anyway, yeah, back in them decades, what I was talking about, yeah, it wasn't uncommon for a teenager, a lot of different people to be thrown in Dixmont because it was big business. Whether, say, you were in a certain kind of Christian or Catholic household and you didn't agree with a thing, whether you decided to be an atheist or as a teenager, or if you decided to be a Wiccan or occultist or some kind of thing, or if you listened to Black Sabbath, got caught with a Black Sabbath record or whatever. But then, yeah, in an atheist household, getting caught. If you were in the wrong atheist household and you got caught reading anything spiritual, period, I don't care if it's Christianity, occult, or any kind of a thing, or got caught thinking or disagreeing with anybody, or yeah, if you were in any household that I mentioned that the disagreeing was defined as attacking, or you were saying you were being told all kind of other things, that you better shut up or else, or that you're running your mouth, and that whatever consequences would come upon you if you don't. That's what they want to reinstitute now in a different form. That, yeah, you'll be either medicated or you'll be arrested or put somewhere. The extremes in both sides have their people that they think the answer is to enforce something like that. And they think it's totally acceptable that maybe you can be put somewhere, either in an institution or in a jail, and be left there and kept there until your attitude changes. And that's some of the things that we got to smartly rebuke and boldly stand up against, defy it, and do anything we can to make sure that their little sick fantasy doesn't become a reality, put it that way. Yeah, just because you don't agree with somebody else, whoever it is, and you don't kiss their ass and cringe at their presence, you get threatened with so-called consequences, or you're told that you should be medicated or arrested or whatever. Yeah, right.